Hi guys. All right, so I'm on a talk without a walk. Can you believe that? That doesn't happen very often. So I'm in the car. I'm in Michael's car because I'm gonna go get my nails done. I'll show you guys a pic of what it looks like if I decide to do something fun. I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do, but it's about time because it's been about almost 3 weeks. So I decided I was going to talk to you guys today. I am going to probably go for a walk later, but I'll probably have the kids with me, so it won't be a good walk. I mean, a good talk. A good time to talk. So, because I had a few minutes before I go get my nails done, I thought, hey, what better time than now? So, I actually was thinking this yesterday, and then I was talking to a friend, and she, affirmed it, so I thought, I need to really talk about it, right? So, I was in the military for 4.5 years. It was definitely where God wanted me, although I don't love everything about it. I don't want my daughters to join the military, but it was what I needed at that point in my life. God definitely sent me there. But there were some negative things, and so I think one of the biggest negative things for me was self-esteem and for who I am. I started to gain weight, and I'm sure I could probably pinpoint the moment that I started to gain weight, the reasons that I started to gain weight, but it doesn't matter. The military wasn't interested in finding out any of that. They just said, you're getting fat, so you need to lose weight. And it was a challenge for me. I tried. I worked out. I ate healthy, or I thought I ate healthy. I mean, I wasn't totally educated, and I did a lot of trying, and I tried really hard a lot of the time. I was going to the gym. I was taking classes. I was not lazy, but I wasn't losing any weight, and it was really, really a challenge for me. So when I got out of the military, that is why I gained weight. I just said, forget this. I've tried so hard, and where did it get me? It got me nowhere. So I'm done trying, and so I stopped, and that was like a downward spiral for me. I've been at different points of my life, but a lot of the time I have basically gotten to the point where I said, I want to live, but I'm going to go with whatever God has for me, whatever the plan is. So I'm just going to be happy, and I'm going to not be healthy. I'm not going to exercise. I'm not going to, God, whatever happens, happens. God is the one who's in control. And this is all true, none of which is not true. It is true. But as Dr. Anders has taught me, I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, this program that I'm on is amazing because it is not just about my body. I mean, when I was asking about weight, should I do weightlifting or whatever, and people were saying, basically, yes, do it, because the scale doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is my health. I am going for overall health, for me being a healthy mom, right? My kids are the reason why I live, and I was living, but I wasn't living healthy, and I wasn't really happy with everything that was happening. So now I'm making that choice, like Dr. Anders says. I'm choosing to live. I'm choosing to live my life with health. And it is difficult. It's not easy. I'm choosing things, and I'm helping my children to make those choices too. I want them to be healthy also. I want them to see the benefit of being healthy. But I also will help them, like if they're not getting healthy. I mean, Adriana has quite a journey that she's going to be on probably for the rest of her life, but I will help her all of her life with that journey, because being healthy is the ultimate goal. No, I'm sorry. The ultimate goal is heaven, right? Heaven is the ultimate goal, but for my body and for being healthy is really, for me, why I'm on this journey, is for healthy. And I want to help anybody who wants to get healthy to get there, however that looks for you. So what was I saying? I was saying I have made the choice in the past to just do minimal, to just to not try to be healthy, to just let life happen to me. And that's what Dr. Anders says. You can let life happen to you, or you can be happening with life, right? And that's what I'm choosing now. Now I'm choosing to, I'm going to take 20 minutes out of my day later on and go on a Peloton. I'm going to walk to get my nails done instead of park in front of the salon. I'm going to go on a hike, likely with some of my children while one of my boys serves mass. And before I came here, I was doing my lifting exercises, that I'm trying, and my strength training, that I'm trying to do in order to get healthy. So I'm like making these choices, and I wasn't doing them by myself. I'm doing them with my children to help them to see what's healthy. I don't want them using weights, well, especially not the 6 and 10-year-old. They're not using weights because they're too young for that. The older ones do use them and they know how to use them, but the younger kids don't, and that's okay. They're still learning how to strengthen their muscles, and so they may not have been doing it perfect, but as you guys probably know, James is really good at exercise stuff. He started, he's been on this journey for, I don't know, 3 years now. He did a presentation on what was good for exercise, and he kind of totally went for that. And so he kind of already knows, good posture. And so he is with me, like, training the younger kids, especially Marianne. And it's really cute. So they're doing it for health. They see me do it. They're doing it with me. But what I was saying is, before I left, they were like, oh, well, let's go for a walk. They only went for a 5-minute walk, but they didn't stay in the house. They went outside. It's a gloomy day outside. You probably can't see, but it's gloomy. It's not beautiful, but it doesn't matter. They went outside. They went for a walk, and they, I'm just looking to make sure I have time to continue with this video. They went out. They went out of the house. And my kids liked the outdoors, but, all kids can be lazy, right? Especially when they're teenagers. Like James is now 13. But they were choosing to go outside and go for a walk. James is like, I'll go for a walk. I want to go for a walk. And I said, oh, go ahead, go for a walk. And so Marianne said, I want to go for a walk. So she went with him for a walk. So, they're choosing health. And that's my goal. My goal is to get me to heaven, to get them to heaven. And part of that getting to heaven is having the best me that I can have, right? To my mind, my body, and it all lines up together. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy finances. I'm hoping to get that point. That's what I'm going to work on. I don't need to be rich. I just want to, not have to think about things like getting my nails done, going out for dinner with some friends, or, stuff like that. Which on this plan I can do. I can go out for dinner and, choose the healthy option, and that's it. That's great. Go out for dinner with my husband, go out to dinner with my friends. So I just know that I have chosen in the past not to be healthy. I've made that conscious decision not to be healthy. I've said, God is going to do whatever he does. And if he wants me to live, but that's not a great attitude. And I have, in the past 4.5, almost 5 months, I've made my choices differently. I've said, okay, I want to live, and not just live, but I want. So Dr. Anders says he was the 10th board certified physician in the country. He saved people's lives, but he didn't want to save lives anymore. He was tired of just saving their lives. He wanted to do more than that. He wanted people to live healthy lifestyles. He wanted people to not just be saved, but to live their lives. You can't live your life if you're almost dying. And that's what he said. So one of the things that I'm really working on is balancing my life, trying to figure out how to work all these components together. It's really challenging. My house is a disaster. It is a disaster. And I really want to work on that as well. Perfection. I think my friend Christy posted something today. I'm not going to do it any justice. It said something about, I'm not going to do it any justice at all, but it was actually exactly what I was thinking. My house is a disaster probably 99% of the time. 90% of the time. Anyways, 90% of the time. We pick it up, but I have 4 kids and they make it a disaster. But I don't want that. And so that's going to be my next project, is to work on, between school and I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to fit it. That's the problem. I don't live a boring life. My husband probably would love if I lived a boring life. He probably would love it if I stayed home more. I mean, so I'm just going to give you an example. It's not, so yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and I like to do traditional things. I mean, we have our catechism on that day, so we definitely did that. And I also like to make sure that I'm spiritually fed. So I try to go to Mass. That's what I need for my healthy mind, is really to be fed spiritually, and going to Mass is how I do that. So, and I want my kids to go to heaven, so I take them, even though sometimes that really does, like, set me off. But that's okay. That's how I get them to heaven. So what do I need? I am working on just balancing things, so I'm still not boring, because I like to be a fun person. I like to be a fun mom. We do things, we get out, and the house always suffers. Like I said, my husband would love for us not to be. So yesterday, I was going to give you an example of yesterday. So yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and so I have school, so I'm doing school, and I get up early, and I do my prayer, and I do school, and then I figure out, am I going to go to Mass right now, or am I going to go later? And so I decided that I was going to go to 12:10 Mass, and so getting kids ready for school, getting them to do school and getting them ready for school is a project in itself. So making sure my kids were doing school, that they're awake, because with daylight savings, they've all been sleeping in until like 9 o'clock. Not all of them. The two oldest, I think I have to wake them up at 8 o'clock, and that's challenging. They're never ready to go until 9, and we had to leave at 11:30 to get to Mass, which of course we didn't, but we were late for Mass, and that's okay. But again, it was St. Patrick's Day, so what did I have to do? I had to make an Irish flag out of vegetables, because you want the kids to have fun on St. Patrick's Day. Who does that? So I cut up vegetables, and I put them in a thing, and then I made them shamrock shakes for the first time, just to see if they would like it for later on, and they all liked it. So it was St. Patrick's Day, so I had to get all of the stuff into the Instant Pot, because we were leaving. So I got all the stuff in the Instant Pot, and then I went to Mass, and then I picked up friends' kids, and then I came back and they went to Atrium, and then I got to spend some time with my good friend Anne, which was awesome. And then, didn't have enough going on in the day. I went for a hike with my friend Christy. I mean, that's my life. And I came home exhausted, because in all of that, I did do my strength exercises yesterday. I'm just saying, like, this is me trying to clean my house, do my school, stay healthy, not be boring, see friends. I just balance life. Balance life is really hard, and I'm working on that. So I'm gonna, try that. I do need to make sure my husband is happy also, right? It's not all about me. It's all about my kids. My husband has to be happy also. But the point of this is that I used to just give up. I gave up on my health. I gave up on lots of goals, and I'm not giving up anymore. I'm not going to give up anymore. I'm going to just keep working. I may fail 100 times. I do fail often, but I'm still going to get back up. I'm going to get on the pony. Maybe not on the pony. I might fall off. No, I enjoy adventure now. I enjoy adventure. So this is a new adventure. I'm going to try and clean my house, and I'm going to still try and hike 100 trails in 365 days, and I'm just gonna keep going with my goals, and I'm gonna keep trying, and I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna do my school and be mom and whatever. I mean, I'm just gonna live life and not be boring. I'm gonna be a mad person, crazy, ridiculous, mad person. I think that's what Christy said, right, Christy? Anyway, that is all. That's what this video is. Live life, and not just a little, and not just for your kids, because that's what I was doing. I was living my life just for my kids, and I love my kids, and I do live my life for them, but now I live it not just for them. I live it for me to get healthy, for me to be a better mom because I'm healthy, and then for me to help them to get to heaven, and so that I need to live my life to the fullest. That's the point of this whole video. Live your life to the fullest, so that you're not boring, and you can get to heaven. Like, do the things that you need to do Don't live a boring life. I actually, this was a tip from Sister Louise Marie, who probably will never see this video, but I'm going to say it anyways. I love Sister Louise Marie. She said, my parents, whom I also love, her parents, my dad specifically, she said, I want you to live a life that's not a boring life. Like, of course, the ultimate goal is heaven, but how are you going to get to heaven without it being boring? That is my goal. I don't want my life to be boring. I don't want my kids' life to be boring. I want them to be the best people they can be, to shine their lights to the world, so the world can see that they are great kids, great adults, and that they are going to go to heaven being the best people they can be and also being healthy. All right, that is all.